is the TVR T440R, and earlier I questioned whether it should even be here. Well, let's find out. It has, as its name suggests, 440 brake horsepower, and it will hit 60 miles an hour in under 4 seconds. It may not have the prestige or racing pedigree of some of the other machines in my supercar lineup, but it does have one advantage over them. Put away your supercar badge snobbery for a moment and think about this. The Ferrari F40 that'll just creep over 200 will cost you about £1,000 per mile an hour. The Bugatti, half as much again, and the XJ220, the big fat Jag, over double. This car, if it goes as fast as they say, costs you a mere 400 quid per mile an hour. And if nothing else, it goes and sounds like this. The sound is phenomenal, and there are plenty of other things to like about this TVR. Firstly, it's just £75,000, cheap as chips in this company. Secondly, it'll do 0 to 100 in just 8 seconds. Thirdly, there's not a panel, nut, bolt or screw that's not made in Britain. Rule Britannia. Finally, last but not least, they say it'll do 215 miles an hour. Not today, this is still a prototype, but we are going to give it a bit of a pasting around the racetrack. This is so reminiscent, maybe when I was coming around in a racing car. It's got that sort of lazy, deep-throated noise. It's certainly got a pin-sharp front on it. Traction's all right. If I can find the right gear, we'll be away. And a nice little flip of the throttle. Brake pedal's solid as a rock. Whoops, bit too much curb there. Suspension is very, very stiff. She'll stop for the Hizzy chicane. Brakes are good, no problem with that. Had 2 or 3 bites at turning, I've got to smooth it down a little bit on the wheel. Just incredibly noisy if you're on the road. On the racetrack in a helmet, it doesn't matter. Let's see how she goes into the Druid's double apex. Will it stay consistent? A little bit stiff on the rebound there, just hopping over the top of the hill. Confidence on the brakes. Yeah, that's all right, not bad at all. But I do feel confident giving it a nice late brake into turn 1 there. Touch late in the back end, over the crest, into Cascades where Senna parked his Rolt Formula 3 car on my shoulder. Gearbox is nice and positive. Touch of understeer building as the tyres build up temperature and launch into the cambered apex here. Get on the throttle, see what happens. Traction very good. The car's much better suited to the racetrack. This is good fun to drive. I am enjoying this. I want the next corner to arrive so I can have a go at it. Incredible noise. I hope you can hear me on this microphone. The steering wheel's so lively. Gearbox good, brakes great, handling a little bit pointy, a lot of fun, engine marginal. So the T440R is better than I ever expected on the track, but that was in the dry. Introduce water into the equation and it's a very different story. The TVR, like most of the supercars in my lineup, has huge power, a light body and rear-wheel drive, which makes them all a right handful in the wet. Obviously, this is a specially watered track, but it's set up to simulate real-life driving. It could just as well be the greasy surface on a roundabout near you. I can control it, but if I squeeze on just a bit too much power, it's all great fun, especially if you like going sideways. So, the T440R. It's in the 200 mile an hour club and it's fun on the track. Plus, you get unusual looks and a truly unique interior. But it has to be said, it's a little bit too raw, even for an ex-F1 driver like me.